Hey guys, welcome. I've been thinking a lot about perfectionism, what I want to accomplish and what I want to do. When it comes to something like this YouTube video, I've been thinking about it for years, probably, about what I want to do with YouTube, what I want it to look like, what I want the videos to look like. I think the thing that always stops me is this perfect view of what it should look like and what every little detail needs to be. And I have this vision of like the perfect channel, the perfect video or whatever it is. And it just never seems to manifest in the real world because I'm constantly worried about the getting started. The getting started is always the hardest part, you know. Take for instance this video. I don't want it to be perfect actually, because that has been the stepping stone that I've been tripping over for so long. So really I just want to get a video and I just want to do it really quickly and just get something out there, anything. Because when it comes to perfectionism, most people think that perfectionism is actually, you know, while you're doing the task, it has to be perfect. Every detail has to be so, and you overdo things, and maybe you're critical of your coworkers or your friends, and that could be a form of perfectionism. But I think the one that is really a problem for people is the one that keeps them from doing anything in general. The perfectionism that says, I'm going to wait for this perfect opportunity, you know, and then that's when I will start. It'll be here eventually, you know, but what'll happen is you'll wait around and think about what it should look like for your whole life, and then it'll never happen. So you kind of have to make the opportunity. And you got to cut yourself some slack, I think. At the end of the day, no one's first anything is ever any good. And hopefully if you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, picking apart all the flaws or whatever, you know, the mistakes in how I'm talking or editing or the lighting or whatever it is, maybe that can be some inspiration for you. Maybe you can think, well, if he did it that way, then perhaps I could do it that way. Actually, I think I could do it better. And hopefully that's inspiring for you to do whatever it is you've been thinking about for the last ever, you know? I'm an INFJ, just like every single other person in the entire universe. And I got a little obsessed with it. I started studying it because things started making so much more sense when I started understanding myself, you know, started understanding how my brain works and how I interact with people, I interact with the world around me. And something I've noticed is this NI part of me is the dominant function, which is introverted intuition. That could be a whole nother video of what that actually means, what introverted intuition, from what I've studied, it's really just understanding and foresight. I mean, you could mix those two words together, whatever that mental image brings up to you, but understanding and foresight, really. But what that manifests in perfectionism ends up being this acute vision of what my goals are, what they should be, what it should look like, and how it relates to my friends or the rest of the world or the greater good. While it can be a useful tool, it can be a detriment too. It can be something that really stifles my full potential. And I think that's a shame for a lot of people, because I think the world would be a little bit of a better place if we just had something out there, you know? And I mean, there's plenty of somethings and really good somethings, but it's not your something, whatever that something is. Working at one of my jobs, they used to talk to me about, just get something out there, because this was a production job, and they said 80% of something is better than, oh, hello, you just want to be in the video too. But they said 80% of something is better than 100% of nothing. And man, that really crawled my skin, like this is not at all how I wanted to be doing things. And what I've had to come to terms with is there's some truth in it, It's something in the real world that people can use and manipulate or chisel away at to get better and better. Is better than an idea that's stuck in your head. I like to use the 5-second rule, and what that is when there's something that I don't want to particularly do and I need the motivation to just do it, I trick myself by saying I'm just going to do it for 5 seconds. So if it's like I'm too tired at the end of the day to take a shower, and I know some of you don't shower at all, but if you do shower, then you're like, man, I'm so tired, I just want to go to bed, honestly. But what I trick myself to do it with is I'll say, I'll just get in and get a little wet and then get back out. It's nothing. I just want to get some water on me and then get back out, and then I'll go to bed. But once you're there, once you're actually in the shower, you're like, I might as well put some soap on. I'm already here, so I'll just do that. That's the least I could do. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm comfortable and warm, and I'm already in here, so might as well shampoo. And by the time you get done with all the, well, I might as wells, then you're done. And you took a shower, and you never meant to, really, because you tricked yourself. But, I mean, it's an effective tool for me, and maybe that is the push that you need as well.